Outside at the Red Portal, the members of the White Tiger Guild were waiting. They realized that a week had passed behind the Red Portal. The senior subordinate said that they could stay there and that the head of the White Tiger Guild should go home first. But the boss replied that the guild members were confined inside, and how could he go home to rest? We should at least wait until morning and then think. But at that moment, the Red Portal began to change color. As soon as the portal opened, the dungeon was cleared and people began to leave. The guild head began to rejoice that Kim had made it, as the hunters began to leave. The subordinates who had been standing outside the entire time began shouting that the hunters had returned and had survived. After them, my sister's friend and I were the last. The boss's senior subordinate was happy because he was sure I would return. As soon as the portal disappeared, the boss began to ask what had happened there and where Kim was, because it couldn't be that everyone who survived was just low-ranking hunters. He was wondering what had happened inside. I was tired and decided to leave. I told my sister's friend that I would take her home. But suddenly, the head of the White Tiger Guild stopped me and said that we needed to talk for a bit. However, I pushed his hand away and said that I was very tired. If he wanted to know something, he should ask the other guys. But he suddenly grabbed me by my clothes and said that it was not a request, that he was the head of the White Tiger Guild, and it was an order, or maybe a threat. They lost 9 guild members in this attack. As the guild head, he has to ask me some questions. I was not interested. But I asked him what I mean I saved the other 3, and if he really was the boss, shouldn't he have thanked me in the first place? After all, it wasn't easy. At this point, the boss agreed and said that I was right. He apologized to me and I was able to continue on my way. I soon got into my car to go home. The other girl who had come out of the portal with me was sitting there drinking hot tea. Then the boss started asking her who I was and why I was so upset. She started to answer that she didn't know, but after defeating the elf, I yelled something 3 times in front of the elf's corpse, and then we just left. The boss's senior subordinate told him not to be mad at me because I wasn't a bad person and maybe I was just tired. But the boss responded that that was not the problem and why he had not recruited me yet. The boss reflected on our meeting. He thought that if I was so confident against him, he should prepare to lose an arm if he fought against me. When he wanted to question me, the boss ordered his senior subordinate to take care of it immediately and recruit me. Although the subordinate said that he would do his best, the boss responded that it was not enough and promised his full support because he had to get me into his guild at all costs. When the conversation ended, the boss left and I was driving home in the car with my sister's friend, and I began to speculate that this situation was probably due to our difference in strength. I had failed 3 times trying to get the elf's shadow in the dungeon, and that was a big loss for me. Of course, the method was able to obtain the elf's dagger. This dagger belonged to the great warrior, and the light enchantment makes the user more agile. I was lucky to get something. As we approached the house, I told the girl one last time that she had done well and wished her a safe journey home. The last thing I heard was that she started thanking me for today and that we would see each other later. I didn't know what she meant when she said later, and as soon as she ran back home, I looked at my watch and realized that it hadn't even been 24 hours, and I'd been there for a whole week, and I have to go tomorrow in the raids with Ginho. The next morning, I saw the shiny Jinho outfit in front of me again. I asked him if that was the reason he had to call a taxi, because I was planning to pick him up. Jinho started to tell me that his mentor was helping him so he could get there on foot. We started leaving in his car, and I told him we had to pick up someone else on the way. I started calling and told him to come out and we would give her a ride. Jinho didn't fully understand who I was calling, and as soon as I said her name song, Yi, my sister's friend, he realized who she was, and he started thinking about the fact that I knew her number and how close her relationship was to me. As soon as we got there, Jinho turned to me and started asking if he should start calling this girl his sister-in-law from now on. But I didn't expect such a question, and I told him that she was just a friend of my sister, and so as soon as she got out and walked to the car, she sat down next to me and I started to ask her if she had gotten any sleep. But she said she couldn't even take a nap, so I asked her to rest in the car for a while until we reached the place. At the same time, Jin Ho was looking at us with a horrified expression on his face, and he heard her talking about how she couldn't sleep and that she was tired because she had arrived home at 4 in the morning. He was thinking if I was really saying the truth when I said that she was just a friend of my sister. Then I heard Jin Ho start telling me that she was underage, and I asked him what was the problem. After that, Jin Ho realized that I was not normal and he shouldn't judge a mentor like that, and I told him that we should hurry up and finish, and he agreed.